On today's episode of the Box2Box podcast, the lads look at who they think is the strongest to win the Premier League. They also look into the ludicrous VAR decisions for and against Manchester United and other clubs. And they also look at the weekend coming up, including the Man City Chelsea game. On to the podcast we go. Hello, and welcome to the 7th episode of the Box2Box podcast. If you haven't had a chance to watch episode 6, please go back and watch it now. I'm sure Gase will have it linked on the screen, so I'll make it even easier for yourself. And we'll start with episode 7. So, Gase, how you doing, mate?
Not too bad, my friend. How you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you, pal. And also, once again, we're joined by Rez. How you doing, pal?
Yeah, all good, thanks, boys. All good.
Good.
Can't complain.
Sound good, all good to hear. So let's start with the weekend just gone then, boys. So the first game was on the Friday night between Newcastle and Leeds. Gase, you want to go first, Geese?
I can do, yeah, mate. To be honest, it was a good watch. It was actually a really good watch, this game. It was really end-to-end. Newcastle were going for it, and obviously the way Leeds play, it allows people to go for it as well, and Leeds spacing behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If any team gives you space behind, it's fucking Leeds.
Literally, that's it. They don't really have a secondary way to play, do they? They just play all up top, leaving space behind. Both teams a chance to win the game. I still do not understand how no one's linked with Alan St-Maximin. He is absolute worldie, mate. He's a game changer.
There has to be something. That stops
No, there
people.
can't. There's nothing, mate. It shows it all on the pitch. Yeah, he might have a bad attitude, but you can sort that out. He's unbelievable. Yeah, no, it was a good game. Really good game.
It was, yeah. Reza, what did you think of it?
Yeah, I can echo those thoughts. I think Newcastle have been really good, you know. I think that I had them wrong at the start. I know we're only 5 games in now, 6 games in, whatever it is. But maybe I did have them a little bit wrong. They've been impressive. They've really impressed me. Leeds haven't really kicked on from last season yet. I say yet. Yeah. Obviously, there's still a long way to go. But neither team is obviously setting the world alight. But I'll say I've been impressed with Newcastle's application, shall we say?
Yeah. I
think that, like Gase said, they're showing some intent, and it's good. I mean, like the game against us, obviously the scoreline flattered us in the end, if I'm honest. I thought they actually gave us a good game for much of the game. So, like I say, they're doing well. Leeds, less so. But no, it was an entertaining game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a good game of football, to be fair. I think their front three, I think Wilson was injured, wasn't he, for the game at the weekend, but their front three is quite good, Newcastle's.
Yeah.
Got, Joe Linton stepped in, I think, didn't he? Was it Joe Linton that stepped in?
Joe Linton was in there, and he, I don't know how he missed. They passed across goal, and he hit it straight at the keeper. He's a shit show. To be honest with you,
Joe Linton's £40 million for that. But they've got Maximus, right? So Maximus, any team with Maximus in it is going to do well.
Yeah, he's not a bad player, is he? Not a bad player. Sound. So that covers the Friday night game. We'll move to the first one on the Saturday, which was the early kickoff, Watford-Brentford. Reza, do you want to go first, mate?
Yeah, I can go first. I was surprised because Wolves. I thought Wolves had been really unlucky up until this point.
Yeah.
And actually, Brentford just turned up, and I've been impressed with Brentford again. My predictions are an absolute shambles.
I think all of ours are this week. It's all over the place.
No, I'm not just talking about this week. I'm talking about the end of the
season, everything.
It's really good result for Brentford. Massive result for Brentford, and really disappointing from Wolves. As I say, I thought they'd been really unlucky, and they just lacked that cutting edge in the final third, and they just didn't have much at all. Really.
No, I think you're right there. Gase, anything more to add on that?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they had nothing until the stupid red card. Like, that was a stupid ass red card. He was about to be subbed off, and he just went and obviously tried to tackle the guy down to the ground and got sent off for it. and then that gave Wolves a chance to come back into it. And I don't know. I haven't looked at the stats, but I don't think Wolves hit the target. They had quite a lot of shots. They just don't hit the target. Don't know what's going on with them.
What do you expect with a Dharma player, mate?
No, but they have Jimenez up top still, and I know obviously he's got a major head injury and he's not going to be the same. Blah 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 blah. But
yeah,
they just can't hit the target. I mean, Adama fucking. I don't know if you saw it, had an absolute rifle of a shot that hit the crossbar, but no, Brentford looked really good, to be honest. That Ivan Toney, mate, I'm telling you, I mention him every week. I'm a fanboy. He's unbelievable. He's built like a brick shit house. He's fast.
Ice in the
he's got
fucking
everything.
veins, mate. Ice in the fucking veins. Penalty.
He looks very good. He's going to be trouble for everyone this season.
Yeah, no, he did look quite good. I thought he showed a lot of character from him, going down to 10 men and still keeping Wolves at bay.
And his penalty, mate, ice in the veins as well. I like the way he took it in. It was like, relax, don't give a shit.
Ice in the veins, ice in the veins.
That's it. Smashed it. No, well done, Brentford. Good
yeah, well done, Brentford. Right, so with the early kickoff, we'll go to the first of the 3 o'clocks. Burnley Arsenal. I was still genuinely shocked Burnley didn't win this. I'm still shocked now.
I think the same. Go on. What do you think though overall, Tam?
I just don't think the right Burnley turned up. I think if the proper Burnley turned up, I think that was a game. I still don't think Arsenal looked that good, really. The fact, I mean, stats wise, if you look at the stats, you wouldn't have thought that Arsenal was supposed to be a so-called top 6 side.
Well, I thought Burnley were on top, to be honest.
I did as well. I thought Burnley were on top for most of the game. And like I said, Arsenal don't want it when teams like to be rough with them. And I think they just got a snatch and grab. I think Odegaard, I can't remember Odegaard's goal, but I can imagine.
It was a free kick, mate.
I can imagine. I was going to say, it's either going to be a free kick or something stupid like that would have won them the game.
It was a good goal, to be fair. It was a stupid free kick to give away, and the wall didn't jump, so I'd be fuming.
I can imagine Sean Dyche is probably livid at that.
I thought Arsenal, and I'm not an Arsenal hater, right? You're going to get relegated this season, but I thought they were really lucky to come away for 3 points, and there was also a big pen shout for Burnley that was overturned by VAR as well.
Yeah, I just think I think it might have been Arsenal's day. On a different day, maybe Burnley get 2 or 3, and Arsenal are embarrassed once again.
At least VAR were brought into this game, though, eh? We'll talk about that later. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Reza, anything to add on this game?
No, not really.
Nah, not really.
No, listen. Arsenal terrible. I can't see how Arteta keeps his job much longer if this carries on. He's got to be. I don't know. I haven't looked at what the bookies are saying, but I can imagine that he's surely favourite.
Doesn't matter what the bookies are saying, mate. Jermaine G is saying that they're picking up their form and they're looking good. I don't know what the fuck he's watching.
Thing is, like, obviously last year he tried to make them. I don't want to say defensively solid, because what they did was they sat deep and they tried to nick a goal. I mean, obviously you guys will remember the November United game. I think it was November last year.
It was around about that time.
We were down the. We were at the AMC. Well, Slick Wheelies.
Yeah.
Weren't we, Tan?
Yeah.
But that was like, it was terrible football by them, from them, and it just they can't. They're not defensively solid. They can't be defensively solid. Their greatest attributes. Their greatest attributes right now is like their best chance is going forward and attacking, because you just hope then that they've got enough firepower up top to beat most teams in the league, right? So playing this defensive, pragmatic football is clearly not working, and I don't know how long it will take Arteta to realise that. But Arteta and Ollie are very similar in that they seem very stubborn and they're set in their ways. It's like, this is the way and that's it. And it's not good enough. It's not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. I feel for their fans, because it must be so bad watching that.
What they've come from to now.
Yeah, exactly that.
Just,
I mean, they were an absolute powerhouse, a European powerhouse, not even just a Premier League, European powerhouse. and they're this.
European?
They
Really? I mean,
No, they
get
they were.
English.
But for
I
a
think they made
period,
15 Champions Leagues in a row with Wenger. So yeah,
How many
they
did
were.
they
They
win?
were
yeah, they didn't win any, but they got to the final. They lost.
Not a powerhouse.
Listen, they were big. No, oh, fair enough.
Premier League, 100% get, but European, they never turned up in the big games in European games, in my opinion, anyway.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, I was just saying. I think at their peak, they were one of the most frightening teams in Europe.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, they've fallen. Whatever, regardless of how we see it, because again, it's all subjective. But they've fallen, and they've fallen far. And I don't know how they can get this back. It's almost like the whole club needs to be. It's like they need to be torn down and start again. It's just really weird. I think that they're just stuck. And Fergie leaving hurt us, and it's still hurting us now, right?
Mhm.
Wenger leaving Arsenal was really, really fucked them up.
Yeah,
Proper.
he managed to do something from nothing. I don't know how he made the Champions League every year with the teams that he had. Fucking like Bentner up top. Jesus fucking Christ.
Shamak,
Frimpong in the middle. Jesus fucking Christ. Still making Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ, how? It's not possible. Well, I think we'll have enough of talking about Arsenal anyway. We can sort of... We'll all laugh at them when they lose next week. So move on to the next one. Liverpool Palace. Gay, so that you go, mate. I know how much you love Liverpool.
Love them, mate. Oh, fucking hell, I'm a red at heart. Not that type of red, you cheeky bastard. But, no, to be fair, Palace weren't bad. I think the scoreline flatters the game, to be honest. It was actually if you watch it, Liverpool had to grind this out.
Yeah.
Obviously
Palace almost scored at 0-0 as well.
Yeah, mate. Palace had a few chances, but I think even Klopp said at the end of the game, to be fair, he was like, that was one of the grindiest 3-0s that they've ever played. And it was like West Ham made them work. I'm not saying obviously they're up there because Liverpool were just better. But Palace had some good chances. I mean, Jota had one of the worst misses of the season. Open goal from like 2 yards out, he volleyed it into Rosette. So
some poor bloke walking back to his seat.
Also, mate, all 3 of Liverpool goals were set pieces.
Yeah.
All 3 of them. All 3 of them came from set pieces. And they have an argument for goal of the week as well in Keita. That was a banger.
No, that was a banger. On his left foot as well. Jesus.
Yeah, so it wasn't bad. Palace did themselves proud, I suppose you could say, but
yeah,
all under flatter it.
No, I think it was one of those, same as our game against Newcastle. I think that was. Scoreline didn't really...
at the beginning of the season too.
Every other game we've played. Reza, what did you think of the Liverpool game?
Yeah, what you boys said, I think that it does flatter them slightly.
Hello?
We may have lost him.
We may have lost Rez. He's got that excited about talking about Liverpool. He's
Isn't it? He couldn't hold the excitement back. And he's just gone and clicked off. Laddie, what's he doing?
He's broke his phone a lot.
That's it, mate. He got so excited about seeing Mo Salah. He just decided to just combust his phone and whatever. But yeah.
Really secretly pleasuring himself to Keita's goal again, isn't he? Really, that's what it is.
But no, I thought
he's got it. He's back now.
He's back.
How's a quick one?
Yeah, sorry boys. No, listen, I just say I think the quality shone through in the end, and like I said, I think Liverpool looking quite good. I think Liverpool and Chelsea are looking like the best 2 teams in the league at the moment, and it's. I thought Liverpool were going to really struggle, especially with Van Dijk. Right, Van Dijk's injury was bad, really bad,
horrendous.
Yeah, horrendous.
But his frame, his age, I thought they played massive factors and be massive negatives against him, making like a proper full recovery.
Yeah.
But he, again, like with him in the team, it's just they do look.
I think they slid under the radar a little bit because everyone was talking about us, Chelsea, and City.
City, yeah.
And Liverpool sort of slid under the radar.
No, they did. I think. I mean, I had them as 4th, right?
So did I.
and I think they have. I think you're right, absolutely right in that, and they've got a lot of quality. Obviously, December, January it's January, isn't it? Will be telling. See how they cope because Mane and Salah, although I think they're quite lucky in the sense that I think the fixtures have landed quite well for them. So the games that they miss, they're not what you'd class as big games, unless they get to the final, I think.
Well, let's hope both
But
get to the final.
yeah, yeah. No, they're looking good. Palace are decent. Palace have been looking really good.
Yeah,
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Obviously,
Yeah.
you say 3-0, you look at it and think terrible, but it wasn't terrible.
What was the next
I've been
game?
surprised by Vieira. Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, no, to be fair,
Yeah.
I think a couple of us had him tipped to first manager to go, didn't we?
Reds, yeah, both of you.
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Well, I think we did also say that it could go either way.
No, you didn't. No.
He's either going to be
No.
alright or it's going to go down, isn't he? I think.
You were out and out. He's gone, mate. That's it. I'm not having it.
Right, so we'll move off that game then. We'll move on to the City Southampton game. They're the Pep Guardiola giving away tickets in the City Centre game for a 0-0 draw.
Oh, I couldn't believe it.
Go on, Gates, mate.
Couldn't believe it. Talking about telling City fans to go to their town centre between 10 and 1 p.m. to get free tickets. Fucking charity club.
Tim Pot.
No, I mean, to be fair play to Southampton holding them off. City had a lot of chances. City should have won, I'm not going to lie. Even though Southampton did really, really well to hold them off. Go on.
But they lack what everyone could see they lack.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah, true.
everyone, the whole Stevie Wonder could see what they were lacking. And yet they didn't go out and get it. They spent 100 million on Grealish. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been really impressed with Grealish.
He's
I
been
think
their
he's
best
been
player.
excellent signing for them. But they didn't need Grealish. He hasn't really added much to the team. He's just a very, very good player in what was already a very good team. A striker would have made the world of difference.
If you look at their signings over the last couple of years, they've done that a lot. They've just signed players for the sake of it. They're not really needed them.
I don't know. They did well in investing in the defence, though. They started like Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, do you know what it is, though? They sign aesthetically pleasing players. And by that, I mean they're very good technically. They're players that look like they're good on the ball, good range of passing. They keep the ball ticking over well. I think Guardiola, he's a midfield merchant. And I love midfielders. I think midfield's the best position on the pitch. But he just loves a midfielder. And for some reason, he just cannot appreciate a top quality forward. You think of the forwards that have played under him, and not many have flourished.
Yeah, no, you're right there. And a lot of them have hated him or not liked him afterwards.
Yeah, because I don't think he plays that kind of football. I think he buys into this false nine. And listen, sometimes it works great, but they needed a finisher. They needed a goal scorer in that game. A goal scorer wins them that game.
Yeah.
And they didn't go and get it. And so it's their problem, ultimately. And the whole fan thing is hilarious. Absolute jokes. Because we listen, I mean, you know the chant, right? We chant it basically every game. And it's true.
It really is true.
It is nice.
The whole city is yours. Bullshit.
What did you boys think about
get in touch?
The VAR pen. I mean, I thought it was a pen. I didn't think it was a red card. I thought they did well to overturn the red card, but I thought it was still a pen. What did you think? The Carl Walker.
Difficult.
Yeah, no, it's a pen.
Yeah.
It's a pen.
I'd say pen.
It's it's a penalty. I don't listen. VAR.
This weekend.
The officiating this weekend was grim. So we'll get on to the United game. Because the United game wasn't just all for United either. Like the bad decisions weren't against just United.
It was just as bad in the Brighton game as well. We'll get onto that, but
yeah, but it's a pen. It's a pen. Listen, it's sending off, and I don't know whether he's kind of gone. Oh, hang on a second. That's not a red card, and therefore it's not a pen either. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
that
get
must
it.
have been his thought process. Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't think
No,
anyone
no,
Like the two don't go hand in hand. It can be one or the other.
Yeah. No, I thought
Obviously, if it's a red card, it has to be a pen. But it can be a pen without being a red card, and I just don't get it. He must have just got confused a little bit. Maybe they're not the sharpest tools and like sharpest knives in the drawer, you know. He just maybe got a little bit confused, and it's a pen, 100% pen. Got away with it.
Sound. I think we've covered everything off for the City game. In honesty, I think we can move on to Gase's probably second favourite player behind Cristiano Ronaldo and Islami Sarr. That doesn't stop going on about him, no matter what, whether we're playing FIFA, whether we're talking about anything.
Islami, I mean, that's a bit racist, mate. But well, obviously, it's right.
I'm sorry, mate.
It's okay.
I'm
it's
sorry,
okay.
mate.
We'll brush that aside. Brush it aside. I thought he's been in quality, mate. He has. He's been unbelievable. I thought Watford have looked really good. The cross for the first goal was Bruno-esque. It was insane. It was really, really good. But I don't know. It was a good game. I think Watford have been better. Again, Watford, Brentford, I put them right near the bottom. Didn't give them credit. I'm wrong. I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. They've both been very, very good.
I worry for Norwich, though.
Yeah,
I really worry.
Yeah, I mean, Pookie came up, obviously, was it last year, 2 seasons ago, and he was meant to be the shit. Was awful. Can't this year.
He wasn't awful.
He wasn't great though.
He started well. The thing is, he dropped off. Right, his form fell off a cliff. But he started really well, Pookie. For a period, like in terms of Dream Team and everything, he was really high because he started amazingly well. I think actually a lot of his reputation came from that early start as well, because he had a good season in the Championship the year before, and then he just continued that into the Premier League. It just tailed off completely. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, carry on.
But no, Norwich has their fair few chances.
Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you, mate. I'm laughing at Gase. I just see the excitement in his voice talking about this game.
Mate, love it, mate. Love it. Nah, but honestly,
Norwich... to be fair, Sarr's great.
He's really good.
He's a proper. He's early doors ultimate team signing, isn't he? That's what he is.
That's what he's talking about. That's the reason why, mate.
Yeah,
it is literally that, mate.
He's been better than Jadon Sancho so far. We won't talk about that. Watford were good. I thought Norwich were terrible going back, but I think both teams were better going forwards. Watford were just obviously slightly better up top. So yeah.
Sam, Reza, anything else you'd like to add, pal?
No, I think that pretty much covers it. Again, Watford, really decent. I don't think I had them to go down for what it's worth, or did I?
I can't remember.
No,
I think definitely down there for me as well.
They were down there. Again, I mean, Sarr's been great. Norwich are gonna. Norwich, I don't think they'll be to go down in history as the worst team in this league, but they carry on this way and they're going to be really bad.
Well,
the thing is, they can't defend.
Their manager's got 15, like counting last time he was in the Premier, 15 games they haven't won in a row. And I think they said, I don't know if it was...
The Prem's difficult, and they don't. Well, I say they don't spend money. I think they did spend money this summer, but it's a difficult league, and you need to be able to defend at that end of the table, and they cannot defend.
Yeah.
It's going to cost them.
Yeah, the Watford goal. Was it this? I'm pretty sure it was this game, right? Where the guy tried to hoof it and went backwards and they ran through on goal. They're just a shambles.
Yeah, they are. They really are a shambles. So we'll move off that game though. We'll move to the Villa game. Villa Everton.
Go on, take it away.
Take it away. I thought it was actually a really good game, to be fair. I thought Bailey changed it when he came on. He was on, but he comes on, like, destroys Everton and goes, "Nah, I'm done now, boys. It's all up to you now. Have fun."
He was, mate, super sub.
He was unbelievable. I thought Villa were quite well in the first half. I thought Villa controlled the game really. There was a couple of chances that Everton had towards the end of the first half. But apart from that, I think it was really Villa's to lose. And Matty Cash getting his first ever Premier League goal was quite funny.
Good goal.
Good goal. To be fair, well taken goal. But yeah, no, I thought Villa played really well. That was the Villa that I was expecting to be at the start of the season, and they haven't really hit that yet. Well, this is the first game they've hit that type of form. But yeah, I thought they were very good. I worry how long Bailey could be out for though, because I know he came off injured.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, yeah.
I just worried how long he'd be there for. But how about you? What did you guys think of it, Rez?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, you're right. I think Villa. It was 10 minutes, right? 9 minutes, I think it was. The 3 goals. They scored 3 goals in 9 minutes or something like that. I was disappointed with Everton. They just seemed to lack a bit of fight afterwards. I think any time you let 3 goals in such a short period of time, it just shows that you're not really up for it. Which was surprising because they'd started off really well, and this season they've been pretty good as well, Everton. But yeah, I'm pleased with Villa. I'm pleased for Villa. Obviously, Laura's parents, Laura's family supporting Villa, so it's a good result for them. And yeah, it's more what I certainly expected to see.
Yeah.
From Villa.
Yeah.
It's just whether they can do that consistently, because like I say, I think Everton were just up until then, like you look at the stats and everything as well, and it wasn't a 3-0 when you go by stats and the general feel of the game. So I think it flatters Villa slightly. Obviously they'll take it, and especially with their form recently, it's just been very indifferent. So yeah, well played to them. But yeah, surprising for Everton. And James is gone, hasn't he? For Everton now.
Yeah, finally. He was always going to go, wasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, it was weird because last year when he came, he started off really well again, and then then you kind of start to see why Real let him go.
Yeah. Well, he was streaming on Twitch, going on about he wants to leave Everton. He doesn't like Everton. He hates it here. Hates the food. Hates the weather. Hates everything. He's on Twitch, mate. Live on Twitch. You're just saying, I hate Everton. Shithole here. I want to leave.
Oh, nice.
So he was always going to go.
Yeah. I mean, in the defence of Everton fans, basing it off of like the way Tottenham were, they were missing 3 key players, to be fair to him. But
yeah.
So it was Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin and Pickford they were missing. They had a bit of firepower missing. But I thought it was quite even game until Bailey came on. Bailey came on, mate, and all of a sudden, boom. Changed it completely.
The difference maker.
Big difference maker. Yeah.
So, that covers all the games on the Saturday then. We'll move to the Sunday game. So, we'll do the Brighton-Leicester one first. As it alphabetical, it comes the first as the 2 o'clocks.
Go on, as you're an avid Brighton fan, go for it, mate.
Avid Brighton fan, Jesus Christ.
Mate, you and your dad.
Oh, no. Yeah. Let's not say anything about our arguments we had at the weekend. Brighton weren't too bad, to be fair. I'll start off by saying that. They weren't actually too bad in the game. They started off all right. I think Leicester will feel very hard done by from this game. It's just sloppy mistakes that they keep making every week, it seems, is what's costing them. I did think the penalty was a bit harsh.
It was harsh.
Given the fact that Maupay's actually pulling him down. So I'm like, I don't understand how if he's pulling him down and forcing his arm down, that it's still a penalty. I don't get how it's still a pen. I mean, if he's not pulling his arm, then I fully understand why it's a pen. But because he's pulling him down, to me, it weren't a pen. And then VAR at the end, one of them disallowed, I can understand, because he was pretty much standing right in front of the goalkeeper, so the goalkeeper couldn't see. But the second one, I literally have no idea how it's disallowed. Wasn't in the line of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper just literally couldn't get to the ball. It went into the bottom corner, and it gets called for offside. I just think, I think Leicester should have at least got a draw out of it. I seem to bash Brighton every single week I'm on. Maybe it's just their fans expect European football, and I've seen a few posts from them saying we can push for Europe now, and right then we'll go with that. But what did you guys think of it?
Yeah, I mean, fair play to Brighton. We've got the dub, to be fair to them. They look all right. I mean, Yeah, like you said, Leicester made mistakes. The pen was harsh. The handball, it was really harsh, but it is what it is, I suppose. Leicester's goal, sorry, was actually a really good team goal. It's quite
It was very good.
goal.
Yeah, it
Really
was very
good goal.
good.
But yeah, fair play to Brighton. You're done, and mate, well done.
Yeah. Reza?
Yeah, they're doing well, Brighton. You have to give them some credit. And they're playing. They do play. I mean, they played nice football last season as well. For what it's worth, I think Potter. I'd take Potter at United, but anyways, we'll get on to that in a sec. Why are you laughing? Stop laughing at me.
Sounds like my dad.
It's not a penalty. He's being pulled.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how that's given for handball is beyond me. He's being pulled. Like, it's just mental. Yeah, I mean, Leicester just weird.
Mistake after
that's
mistake.
Now, yeah, and it's just very. They've no draws, 2 wins, 3 losses.
They're not defensively
and
sound
you'd be looking
as
at
well,
that.
at all.
And the thing is, you know what? It's good for us, right, in sense of United fans, because ultimately, looking at the way things are panning out at the moment, we're fighting for 4th. And if there's no fight, there's no other team fighting for 4th because everyone else has dropped away, then fantastic, because we get 4th. At least we get Champions League again next season. So it's a good thing for us. But yeah, Leicester are just weird at the moment. This is the kind of form they show, obviously, towards the end of the season.
Not the start.
After they've done really, really well.
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh, hang on a second, we're doing, but they've choked from the start. So, but yeah, you got to give Brighton credit.
No?
Is that 4 wins now? 4 wins, 1 loss. 4th in the league, above City.
Yeah.
They're going to be the fight for top 4, mate. You say no one's there. Brighton are there.
Yeah, no, that's not. They've started scoring goals, and obviously last season, I don't know what's changed at Brighton, but they've suddenly. I mean, for what it's worth, they've got more goals than Spurs.
Who's Spurs?
And Leicester.
They've done well.
You mean the Harry Kane team?
So the Harry Kane team.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry.
So again, kudos to Brighton, but it shouldn't have been a pen, and it did kind of. I don't want to say change the game because obviously it was the first goal, but it's always going to be more difficult, especially for Brighton fans. Brighton fans are quite militant. They're quite. I'm not going to say it's an intimidating atmosphere, but we've been to Brighton games. Some of their fans aren't particularly pleasant. So, I think that it's good for them. Leicester, they need to step it up. Otherwise, they're going to find themselves mid-table.
Yeah. Honourable mention for Brighton. I thought Basuma had another unbelievable game.
He's immense.
He's class.
Absolutely immense.
Absolutely class.
Best midfielder in the league.
Yeah.
According to himself.
And a couple other Brighton fans.
Yeah, but I mean, he said it. So
£100 million worth of players, mate.
It's true. To be fair, he'll be a lot. He'll be expensive. I think he's absolutely top drawer, proper.
Yeah.
He changes United for what it's worth. So yeah, you can't knock him.
Nah, of course. Right, now that's that done. Let's move on to the beautiful Man United game.
You go, Tank, because you haven't watched us in full yet. This is the first game you watched us fully.
It's the first time I haven't missed a half from work or anything like that. And I literally was wishing and praying I could go back to work.
And you got to see the start.
I was like, please, somehow, just someone call me in from work on a Sunday, even though I don't never work a Sunday. I was like, somehow, someone's got to call me somewhere or something. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, mate. I don't even know where to start, mate. I literally don't know where to start. I just don't know what to say anymore.
I mean, they put the pressure on from the start.
Yeah, they put the pressure.
Yeah, West Ham were good. Like you have to give West Ham some credit. They were good. What is wrong with us though? We keep conceding first, and it's like the team go out as if everything's a foregone conclusion. Just have to go out, turn up, play the football, and they'll win the game.
Yeah, but
we
again,
keep
like
going
last
behind.
season, counting on the star players.
Yeah, No, exactly. And this is where obviously we had the discussion last week, a couple of weeks, a few weeks ago, whatever it was. Where, it was last week. Ollie in, Ollie out.
Yeah.
This is it. Like, look, there's been progress off the pitch, but on the pitch, absolute zero progress.
We're shambles. Could you tell me what style of football we play? I couldn't tell you.
We don't. We don't have a style.
No.
There is no style. It's a go out and play, lads.
I was saying to Tam, we were basing it on... Yeah, we were literally basing the whole thing on Pogba go do 2-3 players and make a gap. Yeah. Bruno do a stupid over-the-top ball, create space. And it's just... We're counting on these players to do a ridiculous thing, like give the Pogba the ball, take on 3 players. Oh, it's golden because we create the chance. Go on, what are you going to say?
I mean, credit to West Ham because they did make it really difficult. And actually, the game was pretty even. I thought the entire game, obviously, and see, we managed to get the win in the end, and it could have been more comfortable had some decisions gone our way. Sure. But then equally, West Ham will look at the. It was on Antonio, wasn't it?
No, it was Souček.
That was it. It was Souček. It was Wan-Bissaka on Souček, and that was a pen.
100%.
And then I thought 2 of Ronaldo's 3 were pens.
Yeah, the middle one wasn't.
Yeah, the middle one weren't. The other 2 were. The third one was a stone wall. I don't know how that's not given at all. I was so furious at that.
I think because he'd not given the first 2, and it was kind of like Ronaldo got to the point where he was actively looking for it, and it plays against him. It does play against you naturally. It's human nature. You're going to be like, oh mate, this guy again. So I think it does play against him. But
that's what VAR's there for.
Yeah, that's what it's there for.
This is why I'm getting
it shouldn't matter whether he's gone down 2 or 3 times. If VAR's there, if it's a penalty, it's a pen.
Well, but VAR stepping in less now, isn't it? Because it's more for they're trying to really hammer home this clear and obvious.
Well,
and I think unless it is absolute stone wall,
if someone can show me what part of the ball he gets.
Oh no, there's no part of the ball, and I think some of the pundits were like, "Oh well, he tries to pull out." It's like that's irrelevant.
No, it's
like,
the same
it's
with
completely irrelevant.
What's their right about that Kufel one? Because what? Because he puts his hands up and acts all fucking innocent. Means that it wasn't a foul. He knew he committed the foul. Yeah, Ronaldo ran into his leg, but he put his leg there.
But it doesn't. This shouldn't detract from what was another poor performance from United, with no real game plan.
Yeah,
we are.
Go on.
Go on.
No, I was saying what's starting to really, really frustrate me is that Ollie talks about letting these players have the freedom to play and the freedom to do unbelievable. You're telling me that Cristiano Ronaldo, Sancho, Fernandes, Martial, Pogba, these type of players aren't able to create stuff for themselves and do stuff that they need to do. There's something not quite right. They're being told mixed messages, must be. Because there's no way they're not creating what they normally do. Sancho for Borussia Dortmund last year is a different player.
Mate, that's what I was literally going to raise Sancho,
unfucking believable. Comes to us, I don't know what's fucking happened. I don't know who's telling him what, but he's now a piece of fucking shit.
To be fair, we are playing on the left.
Yeah, we are.
It's just going to be another Rashford situation.
Obviously, I get it. I can understand Ollie's thinking there, though, right? Because we've got Greenwood, and he wants to get Greenwood in the team. So Greenwood on the right, Sancho on the left. It kind of makes sense. And obviously, he keeps trying to put Pogba on the left as well because he can't trust Pogba deeper. But we needed a midfielder. The thing is, even with a midfielder, and we keep saying we need a midfielder, but even with a midfielder, I don't think much changes. We are tactically terrible. His decision making, he got it right in this game, to be fair. But then, obviously, I don't know. Did you boys watch last night?
No, I haven't watched any bit of football at all.
I watched last night, and he got it completely wrong.
I watched last night. I'm fuming in the eye.
Yeah, I'm getting frustrated at Ollie at United, and I don't know. Did he? Because there was talk of him being given a new contract.
I haven't seen
He
anything
didn't
to
get
say
a new
he's got it.
contract, did he?
I haven't seen anything to say he has.
I hope he didn't get a new contract. Because the thing is, you know what's telling? When the opposition fans are wanting him to get a long-term contract, that's when you know things are bad. When the opposition fans are like, yeah, give him a 5-year.
Yeah, I think...
Because it's just, tactically, he is terrible. And I think the thing is, so my mates do a podcast. One of the guys I work with and a couple of his friends, they do a podcast. And they were talking about this on their pod last week or earlier this week, whichever one it was. I listened to it earlier today. And they made a really good point, because last season, when Chelsea got rid of Lampard and they got Tuchel in, he had a week before their first game, and immediately, defensively, they were absolutely solid. First game. So you could see straight away, it's like he's got in there with a clear plan, with a clear idea of how this should work, how the football should be played, what they need to work on first. And you work on your defence first. You stop conceding fucking goals. And we just don't have a plan. We don't have a tactically astute manager. He's awful. Ollie Solskjaer is absolutely terrible. And until he goes, I can't see us winning anything.
Well, this is the year, innit, really. He's got to either deliver in the Champions League or the Premier League, or he has to go.
Yeah. No,
it's as simple as that.
He can deliver us a Carabao Cup, so...
Who the fuck wants to win a Carabao Cup, in all honesty, really? Not one.
This is the thing, you say that, Tad, though, right? Which team have won it the past, I don't know how many years in a row they've won it? Which team have won it?
Man City. That's because they've got like 57 players that get into any Premier League squad.
But do you know what it is, right? It breeds a winning mentality, right? You've won a cup competition. It doesn't matter about the competition, because ultimately you play pretty much the same teams in the League Cup, in the Carabao Cup, as you do in the FA Cup, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Winning's winning, and you get used to winning. And when you get that mindset, that mentality, you keep winning. Look at United of old, right? You just keep winning, no matter what the odds. You keep winning. You keep pushing forward. You move forward. You progress. The Carabao Cup should not be being thrown away like that by Ollie Solskjaer, who can't fucking win a trophy.
Yeah.
Win it. Move on. Don't just go, oh, well, it's crap anyway. We're not winning shit this year.
We start losing last night, you know, it doesn't matter the situation. Fucking fuming on that sideline. So, yeah. Nah. Positive, though. Lingard's goal was amazing. You know, it was an unreal goal. And the shit show of Bruno Fernandes and Ronaldo trying to force him to celebrate in front of their fans was great.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit distasteful, if I'm honest.
No,
but,
fuck him.
It was
fucking celebrate.
The thing is, right, the reason that I'm saying it's a bit distasteful is because it's not that West Ham turned Lingard down. They wanted him.
Pay the money then.
But we wanted to keep him. I think we wanted to keep him. I think he wanted to give it one more season as well, for what it's worth. I mean, it is funny though, like the scenes, but yeah. Anyways,
all right, let's move on to that one. We're moving to the last game, Spurs Chelsea. Reza, do you want to go, mate?
Yeah, Spurs are shit.
And Chelsea are pretty top quality. Best of both worlds, that game.
Yeah, Chelsea another level.
Especially when Kante came on. My God. Anyway, go on.
I do see them as the team to beat. Chelsea, 100%.
I think you could be right there.
And they've just got everything. They've got a balance right. And Thiago Silva.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Yep.
Just incredible. And Harry Kane looked completely disinterested.
Oh, they put him left wing
completely.
Why are they sticking him left wing? What the fuck is he playing on the wing?
The thing is, he's not. I read someone wrote into the mailbox on Football 365 talking about Harry Kane, the striker, and saying that actually, you look at he did it for England, right? He did it in Euros. He does it a lot for Spurs last season as well, where he starts to drop deep. He wants to be more involved in the play, and I think that's why, because he'd naturally get more space out there, and he'd be able to get more involved in the play without relying on him. Because a lot of the time, you'll put a ball into the box. But you look and you're like, there's no one on the end of it. Why is that? Oh, because the guy who's just put the ball into the box is the guy that should be on the end of it.
Well, it happened. That's how they scored last season, to be fair. Kane dropped, did a mad over-the-top ball to Son. That was their main way of scoring.
So, I think that Spurs, Spurs are jokes at the minute. Them and Arsenal was just hilarious. But Chelsea looked the real deal.
How'd you lose 3-0?
They've got everything.
How'd you lose 3-0 and the best player on your team, according to the ratings, was your goalkeeper?
He did make some good saves, to be fair.
Concedes 3 goals. He's the best player on the team.
He made some good saves.
No, he wasn't too bad.
Thiago Silva's goal was great. Like I said to you, Thiago Silva in person is the best defender I've ever seen. When we played PSG that year, watching him, he's fucking out of this world. Kante, what a worldie of a goal, can we just add? N'Golo, mate. 35-yard screamer. But no, I thought, honestly, N'Golo Kante, I would just give them, I know it's not going to happen, but just give them an open checkbook, empty check, whatever you want. I don't give a shit. He is different gravy. He's sensational. As soon as he came on, he just energy, mate, non-stop, forward, backwards. He's unbelievable.
Yeah. He's unbelievable. He's ridiculous.
Thiago Silva, mate, all the set pieces, he's there. He's right in the middle of it. He's getting involved. But Tottenham just looked all over the place. They couldn't hang. They couldn't handle it. And it is because Chelsea are that good, but also Spurs are that bad. So yeah.
I was telling you that stat earlier, Gace, about Kante. Ridiculous. But I'll tell you now, Reza. Someone put a comparison of Kante and Patrick Vieira. So Vieira's played 307 times in the Premier League. Apparently he made 50 successful tackles and 122 duels were won for him. Kante's played 196 times. He's got 614 tackles and 1,044 duels won.
Oh yeah, I mean the guy is a beast. For what it's worth, I don't think it's fair to compare the two just because Vieira was a different type of player. We have to compare him to someone like Makalele.
Yeah.
Makalele's probably the closest thing I can remember to Kante in terms of the play style. But yeah, I mean it's insane though. Still, the numbers are mental. He's just something else, absolutely something else. And I think that with him in the middle of the park, and Kovacic has been really good as well, and Jorginho's been playing really well. Lukaku up top finishing. I think that they're a force. They're an absolute force. Yeah. My friend, who's a Chelsea fan, he was saying that his concern though is a lack of creativity from them. Obviously, we haven't quite seen it yet because, well, they drew against Liverpool, but otherwise they're just steamrolling teams.
I mean, Kovacic's creative, Havertz and Mason Mount, but yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, so like I say, I'm impressed with Chelsea, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, Sam, I think that covers this weekend, guys, doesn't it? Pretty much game-wise.
Yeah.
Score predictions. Gace, you had four correct scores or 4 correct teams, right? And with 0 correct scores. Reza, you had 4 with 1 correct score. And I had 5.
Yeah, boy.
5 with 1 correct score.
Oh, of course you had 5. Bullshit, mate. I want to see the paperwork.
Go back then. Go back, listen to last week and take it, mate. Go on. Go back. It's fine. Don't worry about that. It's fine. Right, so we'll move on. What do you want to do first?
We need to talk dream team. Who's top of the dream team?
I don't know.
Just let people know.
¿Qué pasa son? No sé. I don't know. Sorry, mate. What do you want to do first? Goal of the week or team of the week?
Goal of the week, mate.
Goal of the week.
Fire away, mate. Goal of the week.
Goal of the week. I can't. I hate to say it, but it's Keita.
It's hard. Keita?
Yeah, Keita.
Oh, okay.
Keita.
Don't make me relive the Euros, please.
Oh, fuck me. Nightmares for weeks, that guy did. Yeah, his volley was unbelievable. I thought it was left foot. Jesse Lingard's goal was good as well, but I just think on the half volley left foot, that's so different. I just gave it to him.
I had Jay Lings, but I had to take it because obviously it's bias, and I did put Keita.
Yeah.
The edge of the box, left foot, bang. It was the best goal of the week.
Reza, go on.
Yeah, same. I mean, Lingard's goal was excellent. I thought it was a really well taken goal, but yeah, it's nabby.
Sound then, right? So we'll move to our team of the week. As always, if anyone listening wants to put it in the comments, their team of the week for the weekend just gone, please do. We'll always look at it and review it ourselves. But guys, want to go goalkeeper first?
DDG, mate.
DDG, fair enough. Reza?
Yeah, I'll go with that. I think for the penalty save, first one in
Saved us.
however many years.
Saved us. 40 attempts or something.
21 attempts.
So no, big save, but he's been good so far this season. He's definitely improved from obviously the Europa League final last year.
Oh, wow.
I did kind of fear that was possibly the end.
I thought that was his last game for us, in all honesty. I thought that was him done.
Yeah, no, I thought the same. But he's come in and he's been really good. And obviously Henderson doesn't even get on the bench. I know he's just got back from long COVID, hasn't he? What they call long COVID. But
yeah,
he's established himself back as our number one, and fair play to him.
In all honesty, I didn't actually have David.
Oh,
I had Ben Foster for Watford.
Jesus, 38 years old, mate.
I thought he was absolutely class for him at the weekend. Saved him quite a number of times when they needed to be saved. Essentially, when Norwich had a little bit of a spell in the game, and he saved everything that came his way. So yeah, I gave it to him.
Did he save that pen though? No, mate. Change it.
DDG.
DDG.
You know what you said earlier in the pod, Rez, about first manager to be sacked, yeah? Even though Norwich are bottom of the league with 0 points, Arteta's first favourite to be sacked.
He is. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The thing is, Norwich aren't going to get rid of Farky,
the expectation difference as well.
Farquad.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what's that?
Farquad from Shrek.
Yeah, Lord. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised it's Arteta.
Right, so
But they won't sack him.
Nah, he'll be there forever, hopefully. Hopefully so.
That's what they're saying about Ollie.
Ollie's at the wheel.
Sign him up.
Right, Gase, who you got as your back four, mate?
I have Thiago Silva, absolute beast.
Yeah.
Christopher Adjer, Brentford beast. I thought he was really good.
Yeah,
they did really well, mate. Brentford, honestly, they're really. I'm surprised.
I won't. Right, go carry on.
You're not surprised at Brentford? Shut up, mate.
Go back to the first ever pod, mate. I said Brentford ain't going down.
And I've got Cash and Milner as my fullbacks. I thought, I despise Milner, right? He's a scumbag, but he was pretty impressive considering he's aging, right? And he doesn't seem to be aging very much. Playing right back for him, putting in balls left, right, centre. He was really good. I hate to say it, he was really good. And then Cash, really well played from Villa, and then that goal.
Yeah.
Quality.
Fair enough. Reza, what's your team? Back four, shots.
Yeah, so Silva, Van Dijk,
yeah,
Alonso,
yeah,
and I'm struggling for a right back.
Mate cash.
Go on then. Hey, Cash.
Sound. I've got Cash, Rudiger, Silva, and Alonso. thought, yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying actually, Rudiger had a really good game.
He
as
did.
well. He's looked very good.
He looked had a very good game, I thought.
He's a good all season.
Again, I mean, I think the thing is obviously it's difficult because Chelsea have looked very good.
Yeah.
But he has looked really good. So Chelsea. I just don't want to. I don't want to talk about Chelsea anymore. They look so good. I'm fucking jealous.
Right, we're going to the midfield. Gates, what's your midfield, mate?
Yep, so I've got the 4.
Yeah.
I've got Kante, Lingard. Now, don't start, right? I'm putting Lingard as a centre midfielder, Cam, right? So Lingard, Kante, and I've got Bailey and St. Maximin. St. Max, honestly, biggest game changer, and Bailey changed the game as a sub.
I'll start calling you arm here soon.
King Lings, mate, JB.
Every Man United player is the best player in that position.
Yeah, thank you.
Go on, Reza, what's your midfield, mate?
Kante is a given. I'm going to go Bissouma.
Yeah, that's what I had as well.
And then I'm going to go Sarr because he just deserves to be in there. And then I'll go, Sir Maximan. I know that, position-wise it may not work, but sod it.
Sound. I had Salah, Basuma, Kante and Bailey. Was my 4.
Okay, now 2 weeks in a row, Salah, here we go. Another Liverpool fan, Chelsea fan.
I hate him. It's like Suarez. I hate Suarez. I hate him. Like, literally physically hate. I have hatred for him.
I thought Mane was better.
You cannot deny how good they are. You just can't.
Very good. He's a good player.
So then, Gace, your top 2, mate?
Yeah, I mean, I've got Sarr, but that's basically because Sarr played striker for Watford. He gets in behind. He's basically a striker. Sarr and Tony, I've got.
Yeah, that's what I've got as well.
My top 2.
Reza, what have you got?
I was going to go Tony and Salah.
Oh, here we go, another one.
What are you talking about, mate? You've just had 50 million excuses about every player you've put in the pitch. Yeah, he's normally this, but just think of it this week, he's not. He's a centre midfielder.
I'm talking about Salah, Liverpool fans, mate. Disgraceful.
Okay.
His goal scoring record's insane.
Yeah, he's insane.
Just clip that pot and that future reference. Alright, that does it for the weekend just gone then. So should we move on to this weekend coming up?
Let's do it.
Some cracking matches in there, to be fair. First game, we'll get your predictions for it. Chelsea, Man City.
Draw. 1-1.
1-1.
I think Chelsea could do this, quite easily, but I'm going 1-1.
Reza?
Statement, 2-0 Chelsea.
That's what I've gone
Big
for
win.
as well. I think they're going to do a statement win. I've gone 2-0 Chelsea. United Villa?
1-0.
He says it every week. He goes 1-0. Every week I fail.
I've gone 2-0. We're beating them, mate. We're beating them. I don't care. We're doing it.
I've gone 3-1 because we're guaranteed going to concede a goal and then we'll stop.
United, yeah?
Yeah, 3-1 United. We'll concede first and then we'll win 3-1. Ronaldo will score 2 and probably someone random will get the third, like Shaw or something.
Cool.
Everton, Norwich.
2-0 Everton.
Yeah, I'll go 2-0. I was going to go 2-0 Everton as well.
I've got 3-0 Everton. I feel sorry for Norwich, really. I think they're going to get back.
Depends. If they get their players back, Everton, then I think they could fire on all cylinders. And Norwich just can't defend, so yeah.
Leeds, West Ham. Speaking of can't defend.
2-2, mate.
2-2.
I think it's going to be a big wood draw. It's going to be a good game, this one, now, I think. And they've got Antonio back, right? It was only a 1 game back.
Yeah, it was only 1 game.
Yeah, so.
Reza?
2-1 West Ham.
That's what I've gone for. I think West Ham are going to do them.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's going to win, obviously West Ham, but I think it's going to be a good game.
Leicester, Burnley?
1-0 Leicester.
I've gone 2-1 Leicester because I think they're going to make a mistake again. And Burnley will score. Reza?
1-1.
Oh.
Depends what Burnley turn up, really, doesn't it?
Watford, Newcastle.
2-1 Watford. Then again, no, I'm staying with it. 2-1 Watford.
Reza?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's it.
No.
All right, 17-0 Watford.
I can't be wrong then, can I? Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. 1-0 Newcastle.
St. Maximus.
Brentford.
We haven't won a game yet.
Yeah, no, yeah. To be fair, at some point they've got to win one, don't they? Surely.
Exactly.
Brentford, Liverpool.
I've done 3-1 Liverpool, but I am intrigued by this game. I want to see how Tony does against Virgil. Destroying, mate. Go on, Tony. Go on anyway, yeah.
Where's that?
2-0 Liverpool.
Ten?
I've gone 3-1 Liverpool.
Same as me, mate.
Yeah, boy.
I don't think they'll be able to hold off the beast.
No. Tony's getting
We'll
one.
see, though. It'll be a good one. It'll be a good game.
Southampton Wolves is the first game on the Sunday.
I've gone 2-0 Wolves, but I don't know if Wolves can score, to be honest. But 2-0 Wolves for me.
Okay. Reza?
0-0 draw.
I can see that.
I've gone 1-0 Southampton. Just don't think Wolves can score at the moment. I think Southampton might nick one.
Danny Ings.
Not play from anyone, mate. Plays for Villa.
That's very true, yeah.
Arsenal versus Spurs.
1-1. Both an absolute shambles.
Shit playing the shit, innit?
It's really? Probably, to be fair, I think this is more likely to be a 0-0 shit show. So, but I've gone 1-0.
1-0. Where's that?
1-0.
Who?
Yeah. Just 1-0. Just 1-0. Someone's going to get it. I don't know who. Someone will score at 1 point, surely.
Arsenal.
Oh, wow.
I've gone 1-0 Spurs. Just again.
It's a derby, so Arsenal got to try and turn up, haven't they?
And then we end it with the M23 derby. And his first Brighton.
I've gone 1-0.
1-0.
1-0.
Yeah. Reza?
I think Brighton are going to continue, in their form for a bit anyway. So 2-1 Brighton.
I'm going 2-0 Palace, both by Zaha. Fucking loves playing against Brighton. Always scores. Right. I think that pretty much concludes everything, then, boys. I think that's everything done for this episode. Unless I'm just making sure. Rez, do you want to go through Dream Team, seeing as you're top?
No, it's all good. Just mentioning that I'm top is enough.
I might remove him from the league and then make him rejoin, so it goes to 0 points.
Is that how it works?
He's living now. He's like, what? What?
Quick little reset.
Right, so if that does it for this week's episode of the Box2Box podcast. Thank you for listening. If you like what you listen to, or if you don't, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give a like on the video if you've listened to it the whole way through. I'm sure Gace will put our socials up on the screen. Please follow, like, on all our socials. If you want to be in the podcast at all, comment on the video down below or send us a message via any of our socials, and we'll get you booked in for a date to appear on with us. Be nice to get a different type of fan, so it doesn't have to be a Man United fan, it can be any fan, and we get a difference of opinion, unless you're Spurs, because let's face it, no Spurs fan knows anything about football. And we'll speak to you next time. Thanks for watching.
Have a good one.
Take care, all. Cheers.